Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you've never met before, my name is Chelsea and I make new videos weekly on fashion, beauty, and travel. Subscribe down below for 2 videos a week. Today's video is going to be my breast reduction story update. I am 4 weeks post-op. I had my surgery about 30 days ago, so 4 weeks and 2 days. If you haven't already seen part 1, I will link that up above. That video covers everything you need to know with the who, what, where, and why I got the surgery, and how I survived the first week post-op. Also at the end, I'm going to be talking about what's currently going on with me, and it's a not so fun update, so stay tuned at the end if you want to hear that. So as I mentioned in my last video, I got my drains and my bandages off at the 1 week mark. I had my 1 week post-op. I came home after that and I was feeling a lot better. In terms of mobility, it was still really hard to wash my hair. I was still really weak, and at that point, COVID-19 hadn't escalated that much, but my surgeon did tell me that they weren't booking in any new surgeries that require an overnight stay in order to keep hospital beds available just in case things did hit the fan. So I consider myself super lucky, super blessed that I was able to get in. And as we saw in March, things definitely did escalate this month. Week 2, I came back the following week for my second post-op appointment. My sister Caitlin ended up taking me to my second post-op appointment, which is 2 weeks after my surgery. I was still too weak to drive. That was actually the day I got my stitches out. Now, I had Teflon coated stitches. I asked my surgeon about how many stitches I had. She said it was probably around 240, but they don't count when it's that many. So I had the very thin Teflon coated, thin as a hair stitches, basically under my armpit, all the way to the center of my chest, and then the second one starts from the center of my chest all the way to the other armpit. So it's a very long railroad track of stitches. So what they do is they make multiple different cuts and pull out, with fine-tooth tweezers, each piece at a time. Kind of felt like plucking little eyebrow hairs, and the only areas it was really tender and really uncomfortable was the T-junction. With breast reduction surgery, typically you have an anchor scar, which means that you have a lollipop around the nipple that goes down to the center of the breast, and then scars that go all the way around. So it's a lot of surface area of scar, so it's a lot of stitches that they have to remove. And my surgeon told me that these stitches, they're so strong for how small they are. She even uses them on her eyelid plastic surgery patients. So they can withstand a lot, and they're really good for delicate areas. She ended up picking off some of the residual scabs and then putting Neosporin on, and then putting me back in a bra with the surgical pads. I was instructed to do the Neosporin treatment, but let it dry out for a few days and then follow up with Aquaphor a few days later. So that was week 2 turning into week 3. In terms of strength, I was still really weak, really hard to reach up and wash my hair, and hard to get clothes over my head. So I was still wearing a lot of zip ups and button ups and robes and just easy things around the house. Separately, this is kind of when COVID-19 coronavirus started hitting the fan. People were starting this whole social distancing thing, and rumor had it that California would soon be going into lockdown. So I was kind of ready, but at the same time, I was still going out to lunch with people and almost ready to resume to everyday life, because I had been already social distancing for 14 plus days recovering from the surgery, that I was kind of ready to resume normal life again. But this is all for the greater good. So I was like, okay, if I have to stay indoors longer, so be it. It's not that big of a deal. So week 3 going into week 4, I was still, correcting my posture on a daily basis. I still find myself in this natural hunched over position, finding ways to correct myself, and maybe asking people if they see me slouching to quickly nip it in the bud and correct my posture. I'm still doing it here, where my shoulders are just accustomed to rolling in, but I need to sit them back, engage the core, engage the scapula, and pull myself up to sit a little taller. Still really uneasy when I take a shower. I just feel very delicate, exposed, swollen. Doing anything reaching up high is still something I don't want to overexert myself doing. Washing my hair is very difficult. I'm washing my hair 1 to 2 times a week now. So I've just been really slow with the recovery. And it's kind of bittersweet, because I'm slowly recovering, but given the situation in the world, I am allowing myself to take it easy, but I'm a little disappointed that I'm not recovering as fast as I wanted to. Because I am a pretty healthy person and a pretty active person. I just thought I would be snapping back sooner than I am. Since everybody is sheltering in place and staying indoors anyways, I'm gonna allow myself that extra time to really heal. While 4 weeks is a big surgery milestone, the 6th week post-op milestone is a much bigger achievement, and that's really when you're given the okay to work out again, take baths, and do many other things. That still feels like a world away from me because of what's happening right now. Week 3 leading into week 4, I started to get really itchy and irritated. I'm still really swollen, really itchy, and the last 3 to 4 days I've had a significant increase in the amount of yellow sticky discharge that's in my bra pads every single day when I take them off. It was getting a little bit alarming. I'm still very red around my wounds and it's itchy. It almost looks like a rash or allergic reaction. I ended up contacting my surgeon because lo and behold, I had another post-op appointment coming up, but given the COVID-19 crisis, it's actually been canceled and turned into a phone appointment. So I'm no longer going in to have the surgeon examine me. I have to do a phone call. So I made sure to voice my concerns over email. And I was able to send in some pictures because I thought maybe I was getting an infection. But it really felt like, in my mind, 4 weeks is, you've already passed like that delicate period where your wounds are really open. Mine have almost entirely closed up except for a small couple little gaps. But I thought really, and since I was taking such great care of washing my hands, putting on gloves, using fresh towels only, changing my clothes regularly, I thought that I was doing everything in my power to avoid getting infected. Sadly, I did become infected. I have a mild skin infection at the moment, and just today I was prescribed antibiotics, so I have to go pick those up at the pharmacy this afternoon. I just got my text message that they're ready to be picked up, and I'm going to be taking them right away, and in a couple days time I'm going to give the plastic surgeon an update, and then they will take it from there. So I'm pretty disappointed that I'm not healing better than I thought I would be at this point, but at the same time, it's bittersweet because the world is a little bit at a standstill right now. So I'm doing the best given my circumstances. Taking this recovery really, really slow, been really gentle on myself, not overexerting myself daily, asking for help when I need it, and not jumping back into things like fitness or driving. I'm just gonna continue this course, taking it easy, staying indoors, respecting the shelter-in-place order, and only going out for medical essentials or groceries. Especially with the state of medical resources right now, I want to avoid, if at all possible, going into urgent care, going into the ER for complications from my surgery that happened a month ago. I've been doing everything they said to do from the beginning, so I'm just going to continue listening and following orders. I'm sure this happens more often than I'd like to think, but I can't just help but be disappointed in myself if there was something I could have done to avoid this happening. I wish I would have known, but I think it's just a combination of the chances of this happening, and given that I have super duper sensitive skin that's easily irritated, I think I'm just probably more susceptible to skin infections probably than the normal patient. This is not how I imagined my 4-week update video to go. I'm really bummed out, but at the same time thankful I can stay home because I have to stay home. I would say the bottom side is the itchiest and less so the nipple, but yeah, when I saw that yellow discharge and blood, I knew something was wrong. And just given the state of how itchy they were, reading that a lot of people go back to work after week 2, that just wasn't my case. This is a major surgery, so the recovery has been intense. It has not been easy, but in the long run, it's gonna be all worth it. I mean, it's already been worth it to know that that weight has been lifted off my back. I mean, once this skin infection is all healed up, I'm really looking forward to starting a more aggressive scar treatment because I haven't even really got to that stage yet. And also, I think I'm going to slowly work my way up to at-home workouts. I moved a couple months ago, so I'm still trying to figure out where all my at-home exercise equipment is. I have like small dumbbells. I think I have 8-pound dumbbells, like a yoga mat, and I have a couple other tools. So I need to figure out where all those pieces are, and I'm going to slowly start to ease my way back into at-home workouts and just trying to up my daily step count because I've been kind of lazy lately and not feeling so good, so I've been taking it easy, but I definitely want to start walking more. I also have not gone shopping yet or bought any new clothes, no new bras, so that's something I'm looking forward to doing in the near future. Hopefully at week 6, that would be a good time to do that, and hopefully by week 6 I'll be feeling comfortable enough to drive on my own. This is not the update I planned on doing. Things have kind of taken a turn for the worse, but I'm gonna get through it. Thank you guys for being there through my journey. If you have any questions about what's next, what's going on, if you're going through something, leave it in a comment down below so we can be there for each other during this time. It's a very weird time to have this surgery given what's going on in the world right now. And I know that's like 2 risks for me getting this video demonetized. 1, talking about breasts, and 2, talking about COVID-19. So what can I do? That is just really what's going on in my life right now. Definitely make sure you subscribe for the next breast reduction update. I think I'm gonna do another video in 2 weeks time at my 6-week post-op mark. Hopefully that'll be a better milestone for me and I can put all this infection stuff behind me. So make sure you subscribe. I have a playlist linked down below with all my breast reduction videos so you can reference them at any time. So that's what's going on with me lately. If you liked the video, please hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.